There's no public interest in you taking your kids for a walk down the beach.
Right.
Nothing.
Yes.
And of
There's
course,
not news.
No, it's not news.
Yeah.
This is my issue with it. It's like news should stay as news. What has happened in today's world is that news has been hijacked and used to commercially benefit a small group of people. So it's this sort of rabid feeding frenzy. 2 days ago, Orlando Bloom sent me a message because he's down the road and we're sort of keeping in contact because of the paparazzi.
Yeah.
He sent me a photograph, which his security got, of this long-haired guy with a beanie on with his earpods in, with his massive camera lying in the back of his 4x4 truck, backed out windows, a woman driving, who she likes the sort of the peace sign when she's sitting there as a distraction, and he's laid down in the back of this truck taking photographs of them out with their kid.
Yeah.
And whoever else is in that area.
Yeah.
How is that normal? How is that acceptable?
How normal is it to grow up in palaces with crowns and worship and attention? Now, Harry is loved by the woke, cancel culture, Hollywood crowd. I couldn't believe, Linda, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Meghan Markle then try to get the government of Great Britain to investigate Piers Morgan because she didn't like Piers' honest comments about her?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty chilling to me. And here's the worst part. I don't understand it, the First Amendment. It's bonkers. Bonkers. Well, with all due respect to the former prince, or if you're still a prince, I don't know what you are. This is one of America's most sacred rights. It's called freedom of speech. It's protected by our Constitution, our First Amendment. Now, you've been welcomed with open arms in America. Many people love you. Many people, can't wait to be around you. Many people are mesmerized. Harry is here and Meghan is here. None of this impresses me. None of it. And, we don't really need you coming from England to lecture us on our First Amendment, our Constitution. And if you're having a hard time understanding the importance of freedom of expression and the importance of constitutional principles that allow for a free exchange of ideas, which have made America the greatest country on earth, then maybe this isn't the home for you. I know you live in Montecito. I think the average home price is over $14 million. I know you're scheduled, I guess, you're doing all these business deals, and America's going to be very good to you and your bride. But the irony in all of this for me is that First Amendment that you don't understand, that you think is bonkers, that would be the exact same First Amendment that allowed you and your wife Meghan to go on Oprah Winfrey's show and just trash your own family. That was protected by the First Amendment. We really don't need your lectures. You're free to go home if you're unhappy here. Maybe you go home and make amends at the beautiful wherever you swear that you want to be. Country homes, Orlando, Albuquerque. You're free to go home, maybe make amends with the people that you hurt. Because you're enjoying the freedoms protected under the First Amendment when you live here in America. That's the only reason you can say that is because you're in America. The only reason you can trash your family, lay out situations, but not name names, being the entire family under suspicion of being racist. Well, there's things you can say about something because anybody that's a racist is a horrible person. But you did that to a world audience that watched. And I'm not really sure if your family didn't want you to go back home after you trashed them while exercising your First Amendment rights. Pretty ignorant, pretty arrogant, pretty disconnected from reality. Censorship, suppression of thought, is that a good thing? Because to me, that's bonkers. We're all going to be little robots that can only say whatever the government tells us to say. No, you are going to be punished. Your punishment will be for speaking your mind. You want the government to be able to control what people are allowed to think, say, believe? You don't have to like it, but that's our system of government. I would think you'd have more respect. I had a couple interesting discussions, I think publicly and privately, with Piers Morgan. And I think one of the biggest mistakes, Piers Morgan is a talented television host. I mean that. He replaced Larry King, Of course, we won that hands down in the ratings war, and he owns it. Yeah, well, you gave me a sloshing or whatever he says. It's pretty funny. He's got a great sense of humor. I actually like him. I mean, I didn't understand why he walked off the set that day. I wish he didn't. But anyway, and I think love passionate debate. But I thought Piers was making a fatal mistake. He thinks he can lecture the American people on the issue of the Second Amendment. And every time he lectured Americans on the Second Amendment, more Americans would tune out of watching his show. So every time he did it, I was like, all right, there we go. Who's going to replace him? And eventually that happened. I want to live under freedom. I know it's become fashionable for us to feign outrage at words that are said by some people. Now, when you're a public figure, of which I happen to be, I signed up for this. I did. I understand. I give it out 4 hours a day, and I take at least 40 hours a day all around all different sorts of people that comment that don't like me. Now, if I don't like that life, I can leave it anytime I want because I live in a free country. So every job has its upside and downside. Getting trashed often is not... you know what I think this thing is I'm just not afraid to be in a fight with anybody. No words hurt me that bad. They just don't. People lie about me all the time. People have lied. Linda, how many times we've been lied about? How many times we've been slandered? I wish we did get like a lie all day long, Robin. Called or two feet. Is that the better guidance they were looking for? Something told me it wasn't exactly the right message. No, definitely not. Because if you can... Music Awards. Radio Musical. Guys doing full... Cross that cut. Rich, creamy avocado. And KM Foods finally agreed that we want those cinder block steaks on the caps. Dan and Shay, yes, I'm young. What? And on your Alexa home smart speaker.
I was born ready. Let's go. Perfect zero.
Sir. Now they're nervous. By the way, cops in Great Britain aren't armed. That's crazy. But anyway, so we were escorted out very quickly. But anyway, nobody got hurt. Listen, I want to remind you, money is freedom. Pure Talk USA offers you the freedom of saving money for the exact same coverage and service that you get from your big carrier on your cell phone. And the average family saving over $800 a year for the exact same service, coverage, cell towers, the exact same. You have a Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, switch to Pure Talk USA, get the same coverage, and immediately you start saving 50% off the first month. Why would you not get that? They have more options, like right now, their latest offer, unlimited talk, unlimited text, 6 gigs of data, $30 a month. All you need to do, it takes seconds, dial #250, say the keyword save now, and you start saving 50% off your first month. You keep your phone, you keep your phone number.